unmute everybody. Mute to guess. Here we go. Be nice if I could see. Mute. Okay. And hi. Everyone, welcome. My name is Dracy Dewar, and I am delighted to do Canva 101 with everybody. I am the head of sales here, Longevity Down Under. I am a warrior of the Wallach message, a certified holistic health coach, and a personal branding coach is what I've decided to call myself. Why? Because I have been incredibly passionate about making you look good. And of recent, I just celebrated my 30-year anniversary with being in the network marketing industry. I was with one company for 23 years. I started and developed it in 2 different countries. And then once upon a time, I decided, okay, I'm going to take a break. And I decided to become part of the corporate side of things and start helping and supporting the field, connecting with the companies. And so almost 4 years ago, I had the opportunity to join and be a part of the Longevity family and looking after Longevity Down Under. I love what I do. I do what I love. I think it's an absolute blessing and privilege to be of service to the people in longevity. Part of my journey, myself personally, in personal growth and development, because I think this is the best business you can be in personal development, leadership, entrepreneurship. That about a year ago, I decided to start even myself having a personal coach, accountability partner, and I teamed up with one of my students. Her name is Tisha Doriana. Her and I started every week getting together on things that we've learned, skills that we think are important in this business, and just for ourselves to just personally grow and set some new goals and direction. And in that goals and direction, we discovered we're coming up with some amazing content. So we decided to create a book, create a brand. And so exactly 1 month ago, we launched our brand called The Unwrapped Leader. You can find it on Instagram as well as on Facebook and YouTube, as well as all the platforms. But why I'm sharing that with you is about creating a brand is that a year ago, as we discovered how important social media is, attraction marketing, making yourself look good, and the fact that there is so many billions of people online, and what a great place and presence to put our platform there. And so we have been working together on how we can show up and step up and shine for you. So a month ago, as I said, we launched that brand. I'm very pleased to celebrate and share that in this first month, we already have 200 followers. So this is me sharing our journey with you, how we're growing, creating a brand, sharing a message, educating people on things that we are passionate about. And myself, I am passionate about this network marketing industry. I'm passionate about leadership. I am passionate about personal growth and mindset, and as well as creating a community. So I'm creating a new community within our Longevity family, and that is a community of transformation, and calling it YGY Butterfly. And it's about helping you look good online. And so that's where Louise and I started our training last month. Or I should say last week or a couple weeks ago, on turning yourself from being a social media butterfly to becoming a social media magnet. And so we want to get you looking so attractive online that you start attracting the people, the community, the customers that you want to grow your business and feel like you're actually making a difference. Because I know every one of you right now that is on this call, that is watching, is here because you guys are wanting to make a difference. Your message and your mission, you want to line up with the Wallach message to be able to go there and share and make a difference. So thank you for taking the time to watch that workshop. If you haven't, you can find it in the resource center with an actual workbook that'll help you go step by step on the things that you need to learn. Now, in taking a moment, it takes time and patience on yourself, and just really a work in progress. And that's what's beautiful about this. If you're willing to be a work in progress and fail forward, you're going to do so well. And so I totally encourage you to find yourself an accountability partner, go to your upline, and help work through the workbook yourself on how you can get yourself looking good online. So one of the steps that I thought is I would like to break down is working with Canva one-on-one. So my little bit about Canva one-on-one is, let's just say Me doing any kind of graphics or any kind of stuff like that was definitely not where I was a year ago. I, being part of the corporate team, was able to have our graphic designer do everything. I just told her what I wanted, and she would do it. But it was a back and forth process, back and forth. And then she left through the COVID, and she was not replaced. So it was me having to actually reskill myself and step up to get something. I did reach out to a few people. I think, Bronwyn, you've even helped me out in the early days. I had a couple other distributors that I knew how to put together pretty pictures. Help me out, but I knew if I'm going to get what I really want, I'm going to need to start studying and training. So this is my journey on how I learned Canva. I didn't have actually anybody to actually train me. I had to actually self-learn and ask questions. And so one of the skills that I have that I love is that when I learn something, I like to take it. How can I take it and teach it quicker, easier, and the things that I wish that I knew? So that's what I'm here to share with everybody here today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm literally going to take you on my Canva journey. And I did send out some notes that was about that you can actually take, and it's the 10 steps to help you. So hopefully you've been able to download that. If not, I'll put this in the link. You can take it. It's more of a reflection to go back on. But if you don't have it with you right now, it's okay. You're just going to write down each step with me as we go along on this journey. Hold your questions. And then when I'm finished, I'm going to allow you to not only ask questions, but some of you may have a tip or a trick on the Canva that I may not already know. So again, I'm going to highlight, and my disclaimer is I am not an expert by any means, but I do have some experience, and my experience can only help make your life a little easier, a little better, and help you look a lot better online as well. So without further ado, I am going to get started here, and I'm going to share my screen and get started here. So as I share my screen, I got all these tabs. I'm not sure what that's all about, but let's just see here. Just give me a minute if I can see my calendar better. And then let's go to Canva. Here we go. All right. So first of all, I kind of need to know if you guys can see me. So I'm just going to go back to here. And if somebody can just put in the chat for me that you can see my screen. I just need to know that everybody can see my screen and hear. If somebody can just put in the chat there, that would be fantastic. I am hoping. I am not seeing anybody say they can. So, oh yes, thank you, Bronwyn. All right. Whew. Okay, so I'm going to continue here. So you can see my screen and you can see me as well. Perfect. Okay. So let's go to Canva one-on-one. So first of all, I want to say as your very number one step on the top of this Canva bar is I'm going to get you just to kind of, when you go, is you want to go where it says learn. Okay. And in the learn, you are actually going to have the opportunity right here. Oh, now let's just tick that learn again. Okay, so it's not popping up. So if it doesn't pop up, then you can just do Canva 101 in the search button. I meant to make Canva. I got my contacts on, everybody, and they don't seem to be as strong as my glasses. Canva one-on-one. And so Canva one-on-one. So here in the Canva one-on-one is going to give you lots of tips. Right there is all these little things are going to give tips on things that you can learn and grow. Okay, so that's just one in there. But what I wanted you to go is in here, business. They also have, okay, so bear with me. It's not working the way it was supposed to when I did it last night. Okay, so coming back to there. Pricing, education, pricing, business. It's supposed to be in the Learn Center here. Learn, design school. Okay, well, I know in the blog, there was a blog that I want you guys to also be able to read. And in the blog, it's also, there's a blog in here that's called branding. Okay, so probably the best way to find that would probably be in that search button again. So this is obviously showing me learn. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So in the learn. So keep going through the learn. It is a navigate. It's a fiddle thing, but here is Canva one-on-one. So in part of your homework, this is a fantastic place for Canva for beginners. And it's wonderful because each little video that's on the right-hand side, They're about 2-3 minutes each. So you can, again, work through it, through each one, and it'll help give you a little bit of a better understanding in there. So that's one I highly recommend. Then the other one that I highly recommend is the one on personal branding. And this one is going to really help support the workbook that I gave you for the social media training. And again, it talks about being able to stand out, promote your brand, pitch yourself, reach your audience, and just getting started. They're 2 minutes each, and it's definitely a wealth of information to really support kind of what I'm going to be sharing today. Then again, going in that learning, you will also see here on the right, it says blog, and that's the blogging down on branding. That's the one that I would highly recommend. Again, a chance just to read any of this content on branding that you can see here, building your brand through social media. That one right here, this pink one, that is great, as well as a complete guide to personal branding. So pretty much everything I've been sharing with you guys, I've learned from here. I've learned from Tisha, my mentee. I'm learning everything that I am through the Instagram that I have. I've hacked my Instagram by going in and putting hashtags on personal branding, seeing content that comes up, and then following things I like. I've been saving them. I've been hitting, favorites. And so my Instagram is now hacked with Canva experts, social media experts, health and nutrition experts. And so that's where I'm finding my content, the language and lingo that you guys are seeing me share. All right, so now let's move to step two. Step two, now if you go into, here we go, design, I think it's, and you can see logos under marketing. Now, I feel everybody should have a logo, but here's the thing. I don't think anybody should have to pay for a logo. This, again, is just you having a logo is that people recognize you, they see you, your brand and your colors, and a logo, just having your name, or unless you have kind of set up a company brand for yourself, like I think Nutrigen 90, Douglas, that's his tag in there. But here in the logo, it's just something that's just super easy. You get to just create a template, and this is my favorite thing, is templates. Now, I'm not IT structurally put things together, but I see things as in colors, and so me having templates has been fantastic. So my first step to you is to find a template that just looks good for you. All you really want to do is your name, and if you're a certified holistic health coach, or just having your name is super simple. And so that's why I put the KISS formula, keeping it super simple. But if you see this top bar here, it says hospital, church, events. These are just topics to help you, in there. Let's just take something like, like just going in here, they even have like Facebook circular logos. I'm looking for super simple. And so if I just look for minimalist, there we go. Now, while I'm doing this, I'm just going to quickly pop here, and I think I have my website open just so you can actually see Dracy. I thought I had it open, but I'm just showing you how simple I made my logo. It just says Dracy Dewar. Again, just so things that I can put on any content that I make, and business cards, stickers, cards, just things, again, that make everything that I do personal touch in that manner. Okay, so come back to, where were we? Here we go. Was that logos? Yeah, logos. So coming back to super simple logos, I'm just going to pick, just like, honestly, I'm just going to take something that is simple here. Right here we go. I'm just going to, here it says customized template. All right. And I'm just going to just to have some fun, I'm just going to put Kylie Pearson, and then in here, I am just going to put her name. So you just got to hover over that. And then I'm just double click, and I'm just going to put, and this is all in capitals, so Pearson. And then when I unclick around it, there we go. Super simple logo. Again, now what's awesome about this is you can save this logo. And so I'm just going over to the share button, and I'm going to just download that. And I'm just going to download it so I have it on my computer. Here we go. And so, hey, geez, we can even make business cards with it. How super easy is that? Man, back in the day, the money and the time and the back and forth that we used to have to do something like that. Okay, so I'm just got my little Kylie Pearson logo. Now I know, Kylie, you've branded your little business as Empire. I shouldn't say little, your future network marketing giant business, Empire. But I just want to show our lovely people that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to upload that now right here. I'm going to upload that and just go to my quick access. And now I actually have Kylie. Just here. Where is that logo? Oh, it's probably in my downloads. So just go to my downloads here. And it's this new logo here. And just to share with you, so that's now going to be in my uploads. So upload media. But what I can do with that logo is right here on the top corner, right beside my face. This is where you get to name it. So I'm just putting Kylie Pearson's logo. So all the work that you do is you can definitely rename it there. So there we go. We've already, the step 2 created a logo for you. Now moving to step 3. I'm going to go back to the home page. All right. And so back to the home page again, we're going to highlight over business. And in business, you can highlight over brand kit. And in here, this is what's really exciting, is you can create your own little brand kit. So it talks about how to stay on brand, building your own brand kit. And building your brand kit is about finding your colors, having a few fonts. Highly recommend 3 kinds of fonts, and you'll see that it's already set yourself up on here. And so some great content and information on here on a brand kit. But what I'm going to take you to is in the search button here. Okay, I'll go back to my home page here. And what's called a brand board. So just go, get in here, the search here, and I'm just going to put brand board. And this is what you kind of want to create. This is where you can find your inspiration. So when you saw in my notes for the workbook, social media workbook, it talked about inspirations. So you can find your inspirations, whether it be on Instagram, Facebook. Just go and search people, again, hashtag hack, and follow different people and find some brands that you really love. In here under brand boards, go and find some colors, go and find some inspiration. There's definitely gender type branding boards that you can pick. But again, I'm just going to pick something that's fun and lots of colors in here. And so when you see in here, like just again, some fantastic colors, but on this brand board, and so if you come down to the bottom, see where it says 10%, you can, now I wished I'd known this. I was operating on the smallest of text and couldn't read most stuff what I did. I didn't know that you can actually increase the size so you can see the detail. Okay, but in this one is you got some nice colors here in the board, and then you can see that you have different fonts. And so take note, this is this font A. I clicked over it, I hovered it, and up on the top left, it says tan headline. That's now telling you that specific font. Okay, that's the name of it. If you go to that font is actually called Garrett. And so right there, you can see the actual font. And so that's where your fonts are. This is your actual font sizes. So see how now me just moving this font size down, I can change the size of the font. When I hover over this text color, look at this. This is automatically now, these documented colors has picked up the colors on this template. And so let's just say you were wanting to change the color of that. I just hovered over this text here, and look at this. I'm changing the colors based on there. I just love that. Come down here, whatever picture, if you see this board here, what's on here, if you come down, you see where it says photo colors. All the photos that are on this template now come up to photo colors. So again, you get to find some of your favorite colors that you want to work with, and that's just going to put it into documented colors. Also, if you find the colors you really love, I love this yellow, I love this peach, you can go in here where it says Untitled Brand Kit. I can edit that, and I now can add to my color palette. These are the colors I operate in my brand stories. I now can, put those, the actual add colors to my brand kit. I can also change my fonts in here. So finding the fonts I want, this is where you can actually put the fonts. So these are the fonts that I'm working with my current brand. These are my brand fonts that I've already put in here. So when you find fonts you like, you can go in here where it says your brand kit, and you literally can add the fonts you want and the colors you want. That's if you want to keep consistent in your branding, personal branding. All right, so that's how you can work with that. Again, this is bold. This is all the stuff up here. This is, again, resizing and shaping bullet points and creating effects. But I think this is the part that's just really important to know what that board is. So again, inspiration, we talked about palette colors, and we've talked about fonts. So that's step 3. That can get you going. So now let's move into step 4. I'm going to go back into home. And step 4 is just letting you know all the different designs that you can do. So right here, it says Design Spotlight. This to me is probably the thing I dislike. It looks so overwhelming, but once you start seeing what it is, it just gets so super exciting. So I'm just going to start with here. So this is all your social media stuff, Instagram posts, your stories on Instagram, and your Facebook. So depending where you want to post, but I always think since it's this Instagram is the brand, social media brand that I'm trying to create, everything I do there, I can branch it off to my Facebook, and I can change it to everything else. So and I'll show you that. So let's just start with designing for Instagram. And so we're just going to go in there. Okay. And it gives tips. It just gives, this is all the training again for that, but let's just go in here and design Instagram posts. Sorry, it gives you posts or stories. So we're going to start with posts. So we're going to have a little bit of fun. And so up here in the top corner, so on the top left, it starts with templates. And why oh my God, I love templates. So you don't have to start from scratch. When you click templates, right here is all the different types of templates it's going to share with you, and you get to see, kind of give you some ideas what you love. Or you can go on the search button, and let's just say, okay, I know in the USA it's summertime, so let's just put summer, and all of a sudden you get all these fantastic summertime templates. Well, down under right now, we are in our winter. But there you go, getting some nice winter flavors for different posts. But again, I'm just talking about, I just super love these templates. So I'm just going to grab a template that just catches some fun. And let's just have a little bit of fun here. I'm just going to grab a template right here for no reason or nothing particular. And I want to just show you some things you can do now. So on this left-hand corner, we've gone from templates. Now, what are elements? Elements to me is just a great place. Again, you can search for what you're wanting, but let's just say it's just touching an element I like. I've just put this little right here, and like a band or whatever. And so on that element, I can change the color. If you click up on here where it says animate, I can change the color of it. So let's go see, there's a photo here. I'm going to take it and just do a color that matches that photo. And so all of a sudden I have this little element, and I can change the size of it. I can make it a little smaller. I can now click, I have to click out of it to go back to it to move it up. So now I'm just going to just click the square on it, and I'm just going to lift it up. And so that's what the elements are for. And now if you want to put some text in it, I'm just going to go down on the left-hand side and put some text. And remember I talked about those fonts that you love? This is where my fonts are now. So I'm just going to put just a little, I'm just going to take this heading here, and it's going to allow me now that text. And I'm just going to say, what can we say? Let's say new product. That's what I'll put on it just for fun. And I'm just going to lift it up. Now, I'm not anything Brian Marie's, but I'm just putting like new product. There we go. And so now, remember where I said uploads? This is where you can get some pictures of, let's have a look. I already have some pictures of product uploaded already. And so I'm just picking one of the photos. So again, the best place to get your pictures, if it's the YGY Go-To app, or it's just the website, and you can save the image from the website. But here's what I love. Now that I've put that picture there, if you go right here where it says edit image, and right here on the left, it says remove background. And so all of a sudden, boom, I've removed the background. And I'm just going to move this product over to the left. And I'm just going to move this little giveaway button here. So here we can just literally remove her. We can put the product in there. Again, we can move that over. Now, whether you want to have as a giveaway or get, just like we can change the font on here and get just moving it. So if I double click that, I now can just put energy, whatever it is that you want to put. And then when I click out of it, it gives it that nice little thing, energy today. That's it. I'm not being very thought provoking in what I'm putting, but I'm just more trying to share what you can put in it. And see, you can see what's on the side here. You can put your name, or you can just take it out. But I'm going to have a little fun here. New product, energy today. I'm just going to take a photo that I have here. Let's just see, who do I know that's on the call? Let's have a look here. Sorry, going through my photos. Just seeing we got good old Tom here. Well, let's pick Tom here. Okay, so now let's go to put Tom. So in your case, you'd put a photo of yourself. I highly recommend taking photos of yourself, good, the bad, the ugly. Again, upload it. And so here's what's awesome. So now I've just taken that background. We're going to pop him down here in the corner. I can make it a little smaller. There we go. And let's just say upload the logo that's here. And I know I got the Kylie logo, but let's just say it was Tom. So again, I'm going to edit and remove that background. And there we go. And I'm just going to lift that up in the corner. Actually, I'm going to put it down on the bottom here. And it's nice to have the logos just a bit smaller, tucked away. And the key to this, to doing these kind of things, is simplicity, not too busy, and just having some fun. So I just kind of, I just give you a little fun. I'm actually going to change the color of that Kylie logo. And so if I click back here, and I'm going to go on. Oh, we just lost our logo. Okay, let's pop that logo back. Remove image, move background. Where'd it go? Pop it right back there. Here we go. Make it a little smaller. And I'm just seeing. So what you see here, if I click over it, if the color doesn't come up, it means I can't change the color of it. But if I had wanted to change the color of it, I could. I can change the color. Let's just do now that element again. Just now that I'm looking at this, to me creatively now, because if you see under animate, the color came up, that means I can change the color. And if you scroll down, you see how the Electrofuel now's picture is there in the photo colors? I now can match the colors. And that is the fun that you can have in creating, I guess, consistency and common colors. So we've just kind of had some fun with the product one in there for a design spotlight. But let's go back into something else I want to share. When we're talking about your personal branding, it's always nice to have photos with yourself, but it's nice to have photos with quotes and colors, and then sprinkling in product pictures through your stories is a really great one. When you're going through your actual Instagram or your Facebook and you're actually posting things on product, have some intention in there. How much product photos do you really want to be having? Is that how you want to build your brand? Or do you want to build your brand more around who you are, what you do, and how you're of service, but you use your stories in your everyday things that you do and who you are and how you inspire and maybe the products that you take, maybe that's where you use these images in the brand stories, but just give thought and intention on when you're doing your actual, I guess, your news feed in your Instagram, because when you come and look at it, give intention on what you wanted to see. That's where grids come in. The grids are where you can see two tones. You have different, I guess, like posts like this, or like quotes and colors and things that you're doing. So I just want you to just kind of maybe start looking at what people are doing for their grids. But I'm just going to give you an example here. So now let's just take this product out here and let's take a new template. Now that we're kind of having some fun, you're kind of fine. Now when you have your colors, so I'm just going to put this one in here. Oh, new product today. But let's just say we want to do it as a quote or something. And this is something that you're loving. Let's just think of a quote. Let's just say lead with presence. best gift you can give someone is your presence. So presence. So now let's just say your brand colors that you have created for yourself. Now I'm going to go based on my branding. So when I go here and I go back to the colors, sorry, I'm going to now start highlighting, going over these little things that are colors. So my brand colors are these colors. So I'm going to make this all my brand colors. Here we go. And I'm going to change this up and I'll just hover over everything that's colored and I'm going to turn it into my own personal branding. And this is what you can do with all these different templates once you have all your brand colors. So here we go. And I'm going to take these little splashes and I'm going to make these splashes. I think I'll keep going. I'll keep going. Oh, no, I want that red, pink. There we go. And I want this big splash color to be in my colors. Here we go. And there seems to be more layers on here. So let's just keep layering it. Actually, I'm going to put this back here. So again, you just got to fiddle. And I just want to work on this. Here we go. Let's keep going with that. Oh, there we go. And here we keep moving, keep clicking on the colors. Where's my colors? Here we go. And then I just want to get this really big one behind here. Change the colors. There you go. I'm getting it. There's another one there. There's a couple layers here. So that's that. So when you hover over it, it'll tell you what color you're highlighting. Here we go. Still the green. Well, I'm working with it. So sometimes it does take a little bit more time. All right. Now you can even change the color of these dots. Let's do it hot pink and hot pink. There we go. Oh, colors, there we go. Getting it a little bit to more my style. Now let's go back into these elements and let's have some fun. I'm just going to put stars. I'm going to put some stars into this. And this is where the elements become so fun. Let's hear. I love this one. So we'll put that star. If the animate doesn't show colors, that means I can't change the colors of it. So I'm going to let go of that star. I didn't like that star. And I'm going to go back here and do stars again. Let's find the stars that I can color. Oh, here we go. I like these ones. Does these ones work? Nope, they're animated, but let's go back. So here's the thing. See on the top here where it says undo, there's a little arrow. Any mistakes you make, you get to wipe them out. So it's okay. Let's have a look here. I'm just still looking for some stars that I can cut. Okay, let's take those stars. And those stars, see, I put those stars and up in the top left-hand corner, it says color. I can make it the color I want. So I'm going to just make those, pop those over in there. And and now if I hover over that, you see how there's a plus sign and a delete? I can delete that or I can duplicate it and get a second one. And now I can move those stars up here. So now what's fantastic is, let's say I really like that, I can actually duplicate it. So again, up here, duplicate page, there's this little plus sign. I'm going to duplicate it. So now I have two. And so now I can change the wording in it and change the quote completely. And so all of a sudden I can have a bunch of content that looks similar, but has different words in it. So let's just try another one. I'm going to put speed of a, there we go, leader, speed of a leader. I just making something up. Speed of a leader, speed of the pack, but I just kind of put something in there. So now we're just changing it up. Now here's something fun too. And you'll notice a lot of people on their brand stories or their actual branding posts and stuff, they just do, I call it two-tone. So let's just say this whole big piece, you can actually change the whole background and just flip colors and have some fun with it. Actually, what I'll do, this is what I'll do, is I'm going to here, it says add page, and I'm actually going to go into templates again. And I'm just going to find another template that I really love. And here's another one. And I'm just going to quickly do the same again. I'm going to change this template. Now, this would be a really good one saying 5 steps to better health. Okay, I'm not going to put the words in there for you, but that's what you can do. But I'm going to go in here again, and I'm just going to change it up. I'm going to put a white background, and I'm going to put all these again, change these colors to match my branding. Here we go. Just really quickly, again, changing colors. So everything that I'm posting is going to all have this kind of consistent flow of colors. And there we go. I'm just quickly, I probably could have taken something a little bit simpler, but I hope you're seeing and getting some value and having some fun. So if I was to actually put content in there, this would be 5 steps to better health. And then what I would be putting is number 1, eliminate the 12 bad foods. Number 2, eat the rainbow and add the 90 for life. Number 3, exercise, get the body moving. Number 4, supplement and support. And number 5, sleep. So that's what I would be putting in there for valued content. And so now, oh, that's not what I wanted there. I want that white. And I want to, here we go. Let's just change this little person. And I could totally change that. And here's something fun. I can actually put a different element in there. And let's just say, I just put fruit. And so I'll put fruit and veggies as my eat the rainbow. And all of a sudden, I have this cool little basket. And now I can just make that smaller and just take the corners to make it smaller. Here we go. So I have just created something a little fun. And I just want this big one here to be, no, that's not working. I want to have that one, this little backdrop button that's behind it. I want it in hot pink. But anyway, I'm not going to fiddle anymore, but you can have some fun with it. Highly recommend quotes, highly call to actions. Okay, so I've showed you how to delete. Oh, now here's some fun. This is really cool too. So in here, if you want to angle things, if you just click on here, see this little circle button? If you hover over it, this is how you can turn it, okay? So that's a little swing button I wanted to share. And as well as now that we have this is like, say, an Instagram post, but let's say you want it as a story. You can hit over here on the left where it says resize. And this is what's awesome. You can resize it. So right there, copy and resize. And all of a sudden, it's going to turn it into, so I would say make sure you saved it, downloaded it, but now it's all of a sudden an Instagram story that you can upload and share. If you want to resize it again, and let's say you wanted to have this as a Facebook post, here you go. You get to resize it. And this is what's fantastic. You don't have to redo all of this. So that's what I absolutely love. All right. Fun. Are you ready to move to step 7? I think I shared how to do some quotes, but I want to share here is carousels. Carousels is a really big value add. If you actually go to my Instagram, Dracy Dewar, or go to the Unwrapped Leader, you'll see that we really mix it up between carousels, between posts, as well as reels. And again, I'm not an expert in it, and I'm just learning it and having some fun. So if you want to learn and fail forward with me, please join me on there. So I'm just in here. You could just literally write the word carousels. Oh, I gotta just spell it correctly. Carousels. So if you just kind of put different Instagram carousels, just click in there. It's going to just show some different carousel ideas. I'm just going to just put carousels. And so we're looking for templates. I think somebody's mute button's undone. So carousel posts, here we go. So here's some fantastic different carousels you can take right here. So I'm just going to pick one just right here, 3 steps. Let's make this our new one. I'm just I'm just going to delete these guys for now. Just show you, but here's us doing a carousel. Perfect. You can literally put 3 steps. What's here? Let's do this first one. Okay. I'm not sure where the 3 went on there, but here, let's change this out. You're going to upload a photo of yourself. Let's take here. Who do we have here today? And let me just quickly go through somebody else that I have on here. Who do we have? I do know I have some. Oh, here we go. We're going to take Doug. You're the star. Oh, look at your background's already taken out. So I'm just going to remove her. We're going to move this here. And I'm going to lift that up. And in this case here, we're going to just put, we would put, I Actually, I want to put in a big letter, a number. So let's put the number. We're going to increase the size to this. And actually, no, we're going to just put steps 2. Ready, guys? Steps. Oh, I didn't mean to lift that. Here we go. 2. All right. And this word is going to be confidence. Steps to confidence. And confidence. Oh, no, I'm going to turn the, there we go, confidence. And we're just going to make that bit bigger so we can read it. Now let's just say, okay, I'm not happy with that font. I'm going to highlight over it. I'm going to go to the fonts here, and I'm going to find something that I like better. And I didn't spell the word confidence correctly. Or if you go into your actual fonts that you have, let's see, confidence. Here we go. Forgive me. And I'm just going to lift this up here. Here we go. Steps to confidence. And move it around. And let's just say we're doing 3 steps. I know that you can do a lot more, but let's just say I'm going to go back into elements. And I'm just going to put the number 3 there. Search for a 3. Oh, there we go. These look nice. And I'm just going to pop that 3 right there and have some fun. So that's 3 steps to confidence. And so that, let's just say, now of course you can make it better, but just lift there. And lifting that up there, 3 steps to that. And so let's just say we're putting it in my brand colors. Now I know this is not me, but this is Doug, but let's just say you were doing it in your brand colors. I can now change it to my brand colors. And I'm going to pop that in the back. And let's just say, I'm just going to pop that there. Oh, no, I want that color there. I got to hit this. So you got to highlight over what color you want to change. And there we go. Now I think that doesn't look very good. So I'm just going to pop that white. No, still don't like it. Let's put that pink. This is the fun that you can have. There you go. Let's make that steps. There we go. And let's say I just do something along those lines. Just again, you can have some fun. But now this is where you add the pages to your carousel. Now each page, you're going to have your steps. So let me go back to that template that we're doing. And so now I can take this. Oops, I got to go back. I made a boo-boo. See? Thank goodness. Okay, so that's where we're going, add page. And now I'm going to take this one. And that's where I can start writing step 1. And so I'm just going to, again, put it into my brand colors. And now this probably will look a lot better. And let's put the pink. And then I'm going to take that word and make it white so it stands out a little better. There we go. And that is number 1. And see, again, I can make all these words white if I want. See, you can change all the words, or I'll go back to black. It was better. Anyway, okay. So all of a sudden, there's step 1. Hit add again. Let's go back to our template. There's step 2. And then we get to do step 3. And then again, now number 4 is always a call to action. And then like a call to action. What step appealed to them? What step do you need to work on, do you need to build confidence, or like, love, send a heart in the comments if you agree. So this is how you create a carousel. And so when you upload a carousel on your on your Instagram, it'll allow you, when you actually move it up, you up the image, there'll be a few little squares in the bottom right-hand corner where your picture is. If you touch that, it'll then let you put all the pictures, like all 4 of these images or carousel, however many pictures are in the carousel, and you're allowed up to 10. Why carousels are so great? Because it allows you to educate and give content. Again, keep it simple. The recommendation is keep the amount of words that you're using down to a minimum, between 12 to 17 tops. You can put little paragraphs, but they say we call it micro content. That's where it's just little bits of content to get interest and get people liking and following you. Then you can do macro content, where you have a few posts where there is a lot more information and education in there. All right, I'm wrapping this up. I've now showed you how you would download that. The wonderful thing about Canva, you can do this on your laptop and still download it on your phone. And everything you've done is now on your phone. So you literally can go on your Canva. You could be doing all this creation on your phone, but I haven't taught you how to do that. You'd have to figure that one out on your own. The buttons are a little bit different. But whatever I've just done here, I literally can open this up, and it's showing me live that I've just done these 3 steps, and I can literally save it on my phone and upload it on my Instagram from my phone right there, right then. The other beautiful thing before I wrap this up is in the share button. When we go to share, you can literally get it straight to your Facebook page, your Facebook group as well. And you can also schedule right here. So that's what's really amazing, is that you can schedule your content. You can even go in the home here, and there's also content planners. And I know I gave you guys a copy of a content planner, but you can also go and do your content planning in here. The other great thing before I leave is, let me just go back again to one of my projects. Here we go. Let's just say this is what we were working on. In here, in the share button, I forgot to share. In the share button right here, you can do link view only. So you can actually share that with someone and they can actually view it. But you can also, if you hit download, you can change the file types. So that one happens to be Twinkles. So it's a MP4, so it's a video, but you can also put it to PNG, which is much better images for putting online. And you can also create PDFs, and you can also do printing. I love the new flyers, the templates for flyers. So again, go back. Everything you've done, you can even create PowerPoint presentations on here that look absolutely beautiful. That's in line with your values. So again, I talked about brand story grids. So talking about grids, so going on Instagram, just again, to give you a clearer picture, what I'm talking about, grids. Give you an example. I'm going to show you right here. This girl here, she's somebody I highly recommend to follow. Her name is Brittany Batla. And I just need to go to her actual Instagram page. And so these are the highlights across. So every one of them actually has content, but this is kind of her grid. She kind of has her colors, the back and forth. Everything has a hook, but these are all actual videos. And it's loaded with heaps of content, which is really great. Now, again, you decide what you want your grid to look like. It could be photos of yourself with a quote, with a carousel that has content. Mix it up, have fun. You're going to hear more from me on different things that you can do. I'll just give you an example of my grid, if I can open up my profile. And 1, 2, 3. Here you go. And so I'm just working through my highlights, as you can see. And so I have all of these right here are actual, I call them reel covers. And so again, these reel covers give an actual impact, like a hook for people to want to click in and look at it, just to kind of give you the energy you want to create. I had 346 likes. I actually had 10,000 people view that, all these likes. What I do with my time is I can go and just see some of the people and actually start following people that I feel are my kind of people, my community kind of people in there. But this is my grid. So I kind of do 2 reels, 1 post, 2 reels, 1 post. And each one of these posts is either, give you an example, is either a carousel. So 4 rules to life, and just giving it. See, I got my project you, my Dracy Dewar on the bottom, and I'm always consistent doing things. That's part of my brand pillar is project you, best self-development, just developing yourself, being the best version of you. And my other brand pillar is lessons to my kids. And then being a network marketer and lessons about being your own boss. And that's what you'll see as far as my grids and my story, which is a lot of fun. So when you're ready to do reels and do covers, again, that sounds like it's going to be Canva 102 training, but at least it gives you an idea to start planning and thinking about what you want your Instagram to look like. So now I'm just going to say step 10 is to start creating. Go to your template, hit the colors. I'm just going to stop screening here. Stop screen share. Come back to you all. There we go. So start with a template, find your colors, a font, get a photo in there, a logo, and just start creating some quotes, have some fun, finding templates and changing and adding some content that is relevant to you. I hope it's been you've enjoyed a little bit. I hope I haven't been too fast. The good news is you do have the the steps to follow, and you can rewatch the recording. I will get it up on the resource center where this event is. I'll also share it on our Facebook pages. So I'm going to come back to our attendees here. I'm going to open it up for any questions or any maybe an extra tip or two of something on Canva that I might have missed. So I'm going to open that up. Here we go. Show, and you guys can unmute. There we go. So you might have to unmute yourself. Unmute requested. Yeah, you have to unmute yourself there. So, okay. Now, anybody get ideas out of that? Was that helpful?
Yes. Made me less scared.
Pardon me?
Made me less scared of using it. I have tried it a few years ago, and it wasn't that easy.
Okay. Yeah, it just takes time. Honestly, this is me, a work in progress. This was me without lessons. So I hope I've given you some tips and some shortcuts. I had to figure it out the hard way. So anybody else get some value out of today's training?
That was awesome.
Absolutely.
Gracie. I think with me, there was a few other things that I didn't realize that went on inside there with the branding side as well too. For me, all my work I used to do in Microsoft Publisher, and to make all my little videos for advertising, I used to use PowerPoint, because you can do that. But this is so much easier. Thank you.
Yeah, doing now you can do your PowerPoint here because all your colors are always there. Your little, if you've got your little logos, it's all hand and then you can change it into an actual video as well. So it does a lot what the PowerPoint does. So Kylie, you're already kind of a Canva queen and stuff like that. Was that some value to you? Was there any other tips that you might have recommended or suggested?
I can't think of any tips off the top of my head, but no, there was definitely value in that, particularly with the logo. That's something that's been on my mind for a really long time, and I've never really gone any further with it. So just knowing that I can do that and keep that with my branding, that was exciting. So I'm going to have a look at that today. I think what you've said is just start, like at the end, step 10, to start and to start playing around. And I think that's the fun and the beauty of Canva too. And I do most of my, do most of my squares and promos on my phone because it's easy and I can do it while I'm waiting to pick up the kids and stuff like that. And because everything that you do is linked, so whatever you do on the computer is, like you said, it's live on your app. So I find that super easy to do myself, but I love using it on the laptop as well for bigger things.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Kylie. Thank you, everybody, for your time. I much appreciate it. We're almost hitting a 1 hour window. Doug, you had one more thing to say?
One more thing. The one thing that I learned in the early days of doing some of the design stuff that I worked with Microsoft is KISS. Keep it simple, stupid.
Well, I'm not going to say stupid. I'll say keep it simple, sweetheart. But you get to say whatever you want there, sexy. How about that? So I just encourage you guys again to take out your workbook. There's a challenge in that workbook, and it was to start just working through all your personal branding, as well as do one brave thing every day. Start sharing it. Hashtag YGY Butterfly on everything you do, please. So I can watch you, I can follow you, I can support you to help your algorithms go on, and I can even help give you recommendations and suggestions. So I want to finish off with just saying we're putting together and crafting and creating our YGY social media committee. 12 of us are going to be coming together once a week for the next 6 weeks, and we're going to be coming up and creating content, doing reels, lives, reels, posts, as well as carousels for you. And we're going to create it in a one-stop shop place. We're going to have our very own boards so you can have all your hashtags together and all the content and ideas and templates and understand what grids and training and everything in one place together. So that's the project we're working on. If you know there's somebody out there that is on Instagram, you see you're loving and liking what they're doing in the longevity world, please share them with me. I would happily like to see and get some more people to our team. Well, I shouldn't say that. We pretty much have enough people that want to be in it, but I just want to still be able to create space to see who else could that we'd like that could bring some more skill set to the team. Okay, so again, YGY hashtag YGY Butterfly. Can't wait to see the transformation of this group. Thank you for joining me. And I love you all. And thanks for wanting to step up and shine.
Thank you, Dracy.
Thanks, Tracy. Thanks for your time,
Thank
darling.
you.
All right. Have a great.